got my honor as a tully and my honor as a Stark.
That's how I felt about this movie today.
Ladies and gentlemen,
welcome to another Car Chronicles reviews with the Cinema Bros, because you know we brothers and we brothers.
Bitch.
You getting all of that. And today, Scoot, Tyke, we just came out of 28 years later, the Bone Temple. The plot is that way.
I was getting ready to tell you, if at any point when you saw 28 weeks later,
I think it was going to morph into that
they announced that there's going to be a new trilogy coming out.
And see, that's the funny part. I didn't even know it was a new trilogy. I just thought it was just 28 years. And the way years ended, I was like, another one?
Did you think this is where we would have ended up?
I can't even call this a horror movie anymore. Like Bone Temple?
There's one thing that I would say. I would give them props in world building.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I give them props in really trying to develop a story past zombies.
Zombies or
infected. Zombies adjacent.
Yes. So, for the uninitiated, 28 years later, the Bone Temple starts literally almost right after when we saw, spoilers if you hadn't seen 28 years later.
If you ain't seen the other one,
when Spike gets picked up by, now we know as the Fingers, and it starts from there, pretty much. It starts from Spike and the Fingers. We're also dealing with Ralph Fiennes' character, Dr. Kessin, and it's just a continuation of those two storylines.
They mentioned his Dr. Kessin in there at some point?
Yeah, that was Ralph Fiennes.
No, I'm saying, like, they said that?
What? His name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because remember, spoiler, remember Samson said it at the end. I remember when he talked to Jimmy Crystal.
Yeah, I remember him saying the doctor.
Yeah. So, and basically how their stories intersect. So we see what Ralph Fiennes is doing, especially with Samson. We see what Jack O'Connell's Jimmy Crystal, Lord Jimmy Crystal, is doing with the other Jimmys, aka the Fingers. And I get it. I get it because, like you said, it's trying to build that world. But considering where the series started,
think about it like this. Think about the fact of, we know this mass thing has happened, right?
Yes.
It is kind of nice to see in it.
Like, what are people doing within?
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is one of the first times we've seen such a...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Other than Walking Dead.
But that's a TV show.
True. Movie-wise. Yeah.
Movie-wise, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also to, you know, it's very original. Just like I would say, We Buried the Dead.
I can give it that.
It's very original.
I can give it that.
But in the same review that I had with We Buried the Dead, I don't know how to feel about this.
To me, if you remember the rating system, I will run it over. We have trash. I got the pass. Could have waited for streaming. Movie FOMO. Cinema. This is I could have waited for streaming. For me. I could have waited for streaming for this one.
But if I'm being honest,
enjoyed the pageantry of it, of seeing it in theaters.
And now I was getting ready to say, though,
but
if I were to have waited for streaming, would I have watched it?
I would have had, because I watched 28 years later. I'm one of those ones to where it's that slight completionist, especially with movies.
Well, I mean, at this point, we're 5 movies into it, right? 5 or 4? 4. We're 4 movies into this.
I mean, because you know that's kind of happened with the MCU. Like, if you think about it, I've seen every MCU movie.
Yeah, in which I still know how have you done that.
I mean, guys, remember, it's been over the course of 08.
I know, that's a feat in another.
So I haven't watched all the TV shows yet, but I've seen all the movies.
But to say you've seen all the movies,
yeah,
wild.
So it's kind of like in that same vein to where it's like I have to just like this year, Spider-Man and Doomsday comes out. I gotta go see Spider-Man and Doomsday.
You know, I've only seen one of the Spider-Mans.
See? So just like with this, I've now seen 4 of the movies. So
Right,
I
so
kind of
like,
have to see the 5th now.
I'm in it.
Yeah, so I'm in it. And Ralph Fiennes, I start to realize, I don't know if Ralph Fiennes gets the credit. Maybe
I
he
know
does,
you
I just don't.
But I think he's revered.
He is.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I definitely think the respect is on his name. Like, he can't be in nothing and you don't say, "Ooh, Ralph Fiennes is in this."
Ooh, Ralph Fiennes.
Yeah, like every time, like, even if you don't know his name, you go,
I know him.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause he's one of those actors.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like it's going, like, he got the.
So let me ask you this: Jack O'Connell.
Which one is that?
Jimmy,
the main,
aka Remick. You think he's gonna be just typecast as just a villain? Jesus, you just realized that was Remick. That whole time you didn't know that was Remick? Even from the first one?
Fuck no. This literally is the reaction of me just finding out.
Do you think he's gonna always play a villain?
Well, at this point, I didn't even recognize that was him. So shit, I guess so. And he'll do a damn good job of doing it.
Yeah, he does do a damn good job of being a villain.
Goddamn. I'll tell you one thing, I did not like this Jenny fuck.
Oh yeah. If I'm
I didn't
gonna
like
say
any of this. I didn't like it when it was teased in the last one. I didn't like it here.
He's not meant to be like.
I get all that. I just don't know if I liked any of it.
Once again, it ties back to what you were saying. It ties back to what you were saying in the beginning. When apocalypse happened, there's going to be some people that's going to be...
And that's what I was saying, like,
you know,
this world building of showing you that, like, yeah, threat is here, but also humans go human.
Humans go human. And he's the prime example of humans go human.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Now, what I will say, I didn't know those fuckers was as twisted as they were.
Well, that's because when they was teased in the first one,
I thought they was just like, you know, this like band of misfits. I didn't know they were like.
So in this one, they really explore how twisted the fingers are and their rituals and things like that. And it's like, hey yo,
yeah,
hey yo, you know. So, but
yeah, but once again, to like get into, I don't know how I feel about it. Like,
that's understandable.
I wouldn't say I was bored.
No,
because
I wasn't
bored.
No.
Like, there wasn't a part, like, I'm a notorious napper in a movie. And, like, there wasn't, like, a time where, like, I felt a need to, you know.
Just a quick
yeah, I didn't feel that. But also, I still just don't know.
How you feel? Well, remember, a lot of people felt that way about 28 years later.
I felt the same way.
Last year, a lot of people was kind of like, I don't know how to feel.
Yeah, no, I remember thinking the same thing. Mm-hmm. I remember thinking, like, I don't really know how I feel about that. And, like, honestly, that feeling
carried over
before even going into this one. So
yeah. I was like,
already going into
seeing the trailers of this one, it was kind of like.
I'm saying, like, already going into it, and you already kind of have, like, a little, like a, you know, it already kind of puts it at, like, a little bit of a.
It's a complicated film, yeah. Because, once again, it's kind of hard. I mean, granted.
If I'm just being honest, me personally, if I saw this at home, I don't know if I would be in it.
I would have been more in it. So remember how we had that same conversation with We Bury the Dead? I would have been more in it because, once again, this is a continuation. So it's a continuation from a property. While when We Bury the Dead was an original thing,
right? Then
it would have been like, it's like, different.
Like, I have zero attachment to this. But it's just when you see how it wraps up, you kind of feel like, did we have to have this pit stop?
I can somewhat agree. It was like
when the whole shit wrapped up. you kind of feel like, did we have to have this to lead to that?
I can rock with
but
that.
Then again, we haven't seen the third one.
I can rock with that.
So it's like, you know, like,
and I wonder, is the third one supposed to come out this year or next year?
Because you also gotta think that, like, I'll tell you after.
Yeah. So 28 years later, Bone Temple. I will say this from me personally: if you are invested, if you have seen the others, especially even if you didn't see the others and you saw 28 years later, and you just feel like you gotta see the continuation, by all means, please do. Like, support, do what needs to be done. Nia DaCosta, support what needs to be done. If you're going into this, hopefully you saw 28 years later, but if you go into this, it is definitely a different feel. It's not as intense and as...
But was Years intense? I don't even...
No, Years wasn't intense. It had its moments.
Say, yeah,
So,
like, Years wasn't even...
But this was even more. This was very story-driven.
I don't know, like, I'm gonna need them...
This was very story-driven.
When you think of The Property from the Thousands,
mm-hmm.
that shit is intense.
It's intense.
It's like a heart racing.
Between 28 days and 28 weeks, yes.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like I said, I get it. I get the world building. I can appreciate all that.
And I get that it's been 28 years later since.
It's years later.
So of course things will slow down.
So things aren't as intense. So like it will slow. But I'm going to need them to...
You know what it is? Considering where it took place, they chose this area.
Right.
And I think that's what it, like, granted, it's been 28 years, but I think if they would have chose something more inward in like a cityscape or a fallen city.
But we see why they chose this, because all this is leading up to the third movie.
That's also true too, and we definitely don't know how that's going to all.
And that's what I'm saying. And it's
wrap
just like,
up, so.
Now that we've known, we've done this to lead to the last event that we saw in the second one, mm-hmm. aka the fourth one.
Mm-hmm.
We realized those events led us to where we are.
Yeah.
And when you think about that, with the two movies that led us here,
mm-hmm.
were they...
Was it going to always kind of do this? Kind of?
No, I'm just saying, like, was it worth it?
That's an interesting question now.
Do you feel any more connected to any other characters that we met that you gonna care
as
going
just,
forward?
As just plainly as possible? Fuck no.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, I'm just like, I don't know. That's why I'm like, overall, I'm like, I don't know how to feel. Like, it's just like, it's not a bad movie.
No, it's not a bad movie. It's just
not a bad movie.
It's just definitely not what I expected.
I don't
and
know.
I don't and with the not knowing what I expected, that's what makes it the complicated feel. Yeah. But for sure, this could have been a, for me, streaming movie.
Yeah, no, I'm just
thinking. I could have waited for streaming.
I'm just like, we've had two movies
with that complicated feel. And don't make 26 the year of complicated feel ass movies.
And I'm just thinking,
be direct with your films.
But I mean, you don't even, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I just don't know. Like I said, like, it took two movies for us to get.
No, I'm gonna tell you
where we are now, and it's just like, I don't know if it was worth it.
And this is the question. We're not used to horror movies giving us complicated feels.
But that's okay. Like, I don't mind it because y'all had 3 movies to do it. But like I was just saying, the events that took place in both those movies that led us to what the third one is, you know.
And then let's see what the fourth one is now. Then.
And I'm just kind of just like, I don't know if I care enough.
Because not so much a spoiler, but just a thought. What could the 5th one be about?
Besides,
like, considering the way 4 ended and the way 5 is going to pick up, what does the rest of this movie look like?
I don't know.
So, with that being said, y'all, 28 years later, The Bone Temple. Good acting from Ralph Fiennes, Jack O'Connell, and the rest of the cast. For sure.
Samson.
What's that the rest of Samson? Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Samson.
Because he had to act without saying a damn word.
Big Samson. Just stumble and bumble around.
But
And
then
just
also,
be strong.
Yeah, but I mean...
And naked.
But the complexities of him having to act the visceral reaction to the gradual changes back to control.
Yeah,
like
big Samson.
Like that was a wide range of having to come across without having to say a damn word.
Yeah.
You know.
So yeah, Bone Temple. It's another complicated movie. And with that being said, we out. Peace.